Hello, how's it going, everybody?
Yeah, hey everyone.
I see we have some familiar faces in chat, which is very exciting. How's your day going so far, Stephen?
It's good. It's pretty early here in the morning over in LA, so just getting a start to the day, and yeah, it's it just had a big rainstorm, so I'm looking forward to the end of that. How
Yes, I bet. Well, hello,
about
everyone.
yourself?
I am doing well. I not as early here, which is nice. But I'm excited to be at another Global Hack Week. And I did just realize I totally forgot to let Discord know that we were getting started. So I am gonna go over there and make sure our friends there know that we are live.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be Global Hack Week without our Discord friends. So
Mm-hmm.
got to get those folks in. But actually, wanted to shout out some of you in the community. So it looks like for you said you're finally done with your exams. Great job with that, and college applications nonetheless. So awesome work, and I'm so glad you're here to join us for Global Hack Week, a true regular. And then yeah, we have some other folks excited, like Silver Elk, excited for another Global Hack Week, and Quackers and Cheese. Always love your username, Quackers and Cheese. So many great community members who come back time and time again, and you all are great because you help our newcomers too to get oriented to Global Hack Week and with their questions. So it's we really appreciate you all.
100%. And we got some first timers, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Um, I just let our Discord community know, so we can now rest easy that I didn't leave them in the dark for too long into this stream. Should we get started and introduce ourselves?
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
All right, it looks like I am up first here. For those of you I haven't met yet, my name is Mary. I work on first party events and the league team at Major League Hacking. So my job is to work on the events we run in-house. So things like Global Hack Weeks, along with some of the conferences we do. And then in addition to that, I get to work with some of our student organizers who host hackathons on the weekends. My fun fact is I went to an IRL hackathon last weekend at the Rochester Institute of Technology. I went to WCHAX. It was so much fun. So I feel like I got to start off this week on a really positive note after getting to meet a bunch of cool hackers there.
That's awesome.
Steven, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's awesome. I always get a lot of good energy from the hackathons. But yeah, I'm a coach at Major League Hacking, and what it means is actually I do quite a few different things around not just going to hackathons, but also helping out with Global Hack Week streams and even helping with our fellowship program. And then my fun fact is that I saw a dust devil this weekend, which is sort of a fun name for like a little mini tornado of dust. But don't worry, it's not dangerous. At least this one wasn't dangerous to me. So I just wanted to take a picture and share that with you all from the desert.
That is very cool. How close were you to it?
So it probably was like in the field behind my hotel. So it was, I mean, I could have ran over there, but yeah, it was just before a really big rainstorm in the desert. So you probably want to stay inside when there's a big rainstorm in the desert because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I like this comment, Dust Devil's advocate.
Yeah, that's a great one. I'll put this up in my slide whenever I do a devil's advocate slide.
Yes.
And apparently, well, I'm not sure we should name our dust devil someone's name. That's not very nice, but we could come up with a name for the dust devil.
We have to pick a name that none of us know anyone with that name.
That's
So
right.
it might be hard for us to do that.
Come up with a creative name.
Yeah. Well, that is very, very cool. Now that we have introduced ourselves, welcome everybody to Global Hack Week. We are so excited that you're here. we are going to go over a bunch of details today over how to get started with Global Hack Week, what exactly this event is. I know it can be a little bit overwhelming if you are brand new, so don't worry. We are going to go through it step by step. And you'll also get all of this information in your email. It's also on our website, and we're always around to answer questions. So don't worry at all if you're not sure what we're talking about or if we're going fast. We will make sure to get you caught up to speed. With that, though, I want to talk a little bit about what Global Hack Week is and who hosts it. So it's hosted by Major League Hacking. We are the global hacker community, and it's our mission to empower hackers, just like each and every one of you that's here with us today. We have a huge community of over 1 million hackers that we've worked with in our lifetime, and you're part of this community. So whether this is your first day here with us or your 1,000th, we are really, really stoked to have you here. And I already saw that there were some newcomers in chat. So special welcome to all of you all. A little bit about what Global Hack Week actually is. We run one of these every single month. We pick a theme and spend a week diving into topics surrounding that theme. So this week you are at Cloud Week. So we're going to be focused on projects that utilize cloud technologies. The thing I always like to say with our themes is we don't take them too seriously. So it is a light spin. You're still going to see lots of really general content streams and projects throughout the week. So don't worry if you're looking at this and thinking oh, I'm not interested in a career in cloud technologies. That is a-okay. This is really just about learning a little bit about these. And hopefully you can take and use it in whatever field you end up going into. We have some really awesome partners who are here with us this week that I'm excited to introduce all of you to. Stephen, can you tell us about our first one?
Yeah, of course. So our first partner up is GitHub. They are going to be bringing some awesome workshops for you this week. One today at 1 p.m. Eastern and one on day 3 at the same time. And one of the really important things I want to call out here is the GitHub Student Developer Pack, because it's a great resource for all of you students. And in particular, if you have your transcript handy or some other form of proof of enrollment, you can get access to Copilot, their AI code assistant, for free. And this is also a great opportunity to complete beginner-friendly challenges. So if you're new to the Global Hack Week scene or new to programming, this is a great one to try.
Yes, absolutely. In addition to the GitHub team, we have Snowflake here. If you aren't familiar with Snowflake, one, make sure you go check out their workshops. But they're a really cool cloud company. They do a lot with data storage on the cloud and also AI on the cloud. So if you wanted to build an AI application of any sort, pretty high likelihood that using Snowflake's tools is going to be really helpful for storing some of that data you need. We're going to have a workshop today at 11 a.m. and then another one at 2 p.m. today. And in addition to that, they have some beginner-friendly technical challenges that you can tackle throughout the week. And who is up next?
Well, so next is going to be our Figma workshop. So we will have Figma workshop at 12 p.m. Eastern today and also 11 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. And it's important to sign up for a Figma education account to be able to do this workshop. And if you're not familiar with Figma, it's a great way to kind of get your idea off the ground in terms of your project for your hackathon or for your any code project by whiteboarding, prototyping, and then even getting into the code, which is what some of these workshops will be about. So feel free to join us for Figma. And then next, I'm not sure if there's another one next.
Those are all of our partners. So I'll actually tell you all about how to check in for the event, which way I see we already have questions about getting swag. So I'm going to tell you all how to make sure you're fully checked in, which is going to make sure you can get swag. So the first thing you need to do is check in on our main event page. The link is right here. It looks like 404 Not Found is already posting it for me. So make sure you've checked in on here. If you registered in advance of today, you'll need to just go back to this page and click that you're actually here at Global Hack Week, so we know that you're here. The reason why we need you to do this, and this is the most important thing, is this is actually how we know you're attending. So I know to send you emails about what's going on this week and send you swag after the event. In addition to that, you'll check into each live stream you attend. There's two reasons for this. One, it really helps us to know what live streams people are enjoying, and then we'll run more of those types of streams. So checking in lets us know, like, hey, I'm going to attend this workshop. Like, you should keep running ones like this. And then in addition to that, we also give bonus swag to people who go to 5 or more of these. So in order to get to that, you'll need to check into them. Speaking of swag, though, to get your digital swag, you don't need to do anything. You can head to the link on mlh.link/GHW, and you can download the different graphics that are designer made and post these over on your socials. I've seen a bunch on LinkedIn, which has been really fun. So make sure you tag us if you do post any of those. And then the steps to earn your basic swag are registering and checking in on that main page, letting us know where to send your swag, and then completing the featured challenges. The featured challenges are super easy. Like, you could finish them before the end of this stream. So go and check those out. They're really simple to do, but you have the entire week to do them. So confident all of y'all can earn this basic swag. And then if you want to earn any bonus swag, check into at least 5 live events. If you're having trouble getting to this 5, like maybe you're watching recorded videos instead, just open a ticket. I'm like happy to give you these. But we like to send bonus swag to the folks who are most active at Global Hack Week. And this is the way that we track that. In addition to that, we do like to give out some surprise prizes throughout the week. These are to folks who are active in Discord or on Twitch chat, or who submit some of our partner challenges over on DevPost. Stephen, do you want to give out a surprise prize to someone in chat?
Oh, sure. We can give out a surprise, surprise swag. So do you want me to just pick someone from the chat?
Go for it. You can pick someone, or if you want to have them post something and like pick from those comments, you can. It's up to you.
All right. Well, everybody, I did see at the very beginning someone in the chat who posted something. Oh yeah. Ruchika. Hello, Mom. Always good to call out your mom. So maybe Ruchika, you could, if you're still there, maybe you could get some swag.
There you go. And the way that you get swag is through our Discord. And you'll get that by opening a Discord ticket, which Stephen is going to tell you all about how to make sure you're on our Discord server.
Yeah, so our Discord server is really important. It's one of the main things that we have in the community, one of the main things we use to connect with you and share updates, notifications, and things like that. So to join our server, you can do discord.mlh.io. And so, yeah, first we'll head over to the channels and roles to get started. And this is a great place to get your Global Hack Week hacker role and get started with getting notifications for the workshop. And then another really important channel to look at is support ticket. So you can get in touch with our team this way. You can get some information from us, even if you need to ask a private question or share your email. Yeah, go ahead and take care of that.
Awesome. And then challenges are for you to work on when you want something to do and you're not on our live streams. Our challenges are really meant to be prompts to give you an idea of what to build. I know when I'm learning a new tool, sometimes the hardest part is just figuring out like what you actually want to make with it to learn it. And so these are meant to take away that decision paralysis and just give you an idea of where to get started. Really wide range of them. Some you could do in just a few moments. Some are going to take a little bit longer. And you submit them either on DevPost or Typeform. In general, DevPost is where you submit any of them where you're writing code and creating an entire project. And Typeform is where you're going to submit ones that might just be like a screenshot or a link or a design. You'll see on our challenges page, they are both linked to, or each challenge is linked to whichever one of these you are meant to submit it on. So if you're not sure, just go and check out our challenges page. And I will post the link to that in chat as well. Challenges. For once I beat 404 not found to posting a link. Oh no, I didn't. He got it in right.
That's hard to do though.
It's very hard to do. But that is where you submit the challenges. Those are all going to close next Thursday at 8 a.m. Eastern time. So you've got quite a bit of time. Again, you only need to do the ones that are interesting to you. You do not need to do all of them. They are just meant to like spark some inspiration and give you an idea of what to build. They are not like a strict to-do list for the week. So don't fret if you cannot get to all of them. Each day, you're going to get an email with how many challenges you've completed. So keep an eye out for that. It usually comes somewhere between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern time daily. So if you want to be competitive with yourself or with your friends, you can always use this email to see, who is completing the most challenges. All of those challenges are over on our live site, though, so go and check that out. Next up, I want to talk about what you can work on or what you can attend when you are not at those challenges, which are our live streams, which if you're watching this, you're already at one right now. They are all on our Twitch and our YouTube. I do like to call out, because I had a couple folks ask about this last time. If you want to see closed captioning, make sure you're watching these on YouTube. You can watch them with closed captions. Twitch does not have those. So just pro tip for you there. You can check out the full schedule over here at ghw.mlh.io/schedule. But we're actually going to just run through the schedule for you. So you don't need to go look at that right away if you don't want to. But our first workshop we have is going to be right after this opening ceremony in about 45 minutes from now. The Snowflake team is going to do a session on how to build an LLM-powered agent in about 5 minutes on Snowflake. So very excited for this one. It'll help you get comfortable using the Streamlit app and Snowflake and learn a little bit about agents as well. So go and check that out. And what is Cecilia doing?
Yeah, great. So Cecilia will be helping with our hosting our workshop at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 10:30 p.m. IST on Figma to Code. And this is what I meant about our great Figma partner and actually exploring Figma Dev Mode, which is a way to make a smooth collaboration between the design and developer teams. So definitely check that out. And yeah, also some of the other streams we have coming after.
Absolutely. Cecilia is actually doing a stream right after that called Get Good with Git. And she's going to be doing that at 1 p.m. Eastern time. You're going to learn all about Git concepts, which if you aren't familiar with Git, it is a version control. So it makes it really easy to work with other folks on projects and make sure, if you accidentally introduced a bug to your code, you can go back and undo it and get back to a stable version of your app. So go and join Cecilia for Get Good with Git. What's up after that?
Yeah, so after that, we'll have the introduction to the Snowsight UI and Snowflake notebooks. This is another stream where you can join the Snowflake team and learn especially about agents. So this is something that is really big topic now with AI and using the Streamlit app and Snowflake together. This can be a great way to get introduced to the topic at 2 p.m. Eastern, 12:30 a.m. IST.
Absolutely. And then we have Azeeman joining the stream. This is going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern time. She will be running a Scribble.io mini event. This is a really fun, like Pictionary style game. And she'll actually be running this over on Discord so that you can interact with it a bit more than you can over in Twitch and YouTube. So go and join her, take a break from hacking. These are a ton of fun to join.
Yeah, and then Jocelyn will be having a stream at 5 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 a.m. IST called Intro to Cloud Computing. And if you are not familiar, cloud computing is a way to offload a lot of the computational effort from your computer onto the servers in the cloud. So take your first steps with that at this workshop.
Absolutely. And then after that, Abdullah is going to be on the stream at 7 p.m. Eastern time, 5:30 a.m. IST for any morning folks out there. And he's going to be doing a stream on building an AI-powered chatbot with cloud services. I see chatbots all the time out at hackathons. This is such a fun hack to make, and you can really customize it however you would like. So make sure you go and join him for this stream.
Yeah, and then if you've ever wanted to have a portfolio website, some way to showcase all of the things you're doing and all of your amazing skills and projects, join Jocelyn at 10 p.m. Eastern or 8:30 a.m. IST for building your portfolio website. It should be a really great stream, and yeah, I hope you all can attend.
Absolutely. After that, we've got UT hopping on this stream at 5 a.m. Eastern time. He's been doing a stream on creating a Chrome extension. Again, this is one that I just think is really fun and customizable. So go make a cool Chrome extension with UT. And this is going to be tomorrow.
Yeah, and then wanted to talk about probably one of my favorite mini events here, which is the Tetris mini event with Wei at 8 a.m. Eastern and 6:30 p.m. IST. And if you have not played Tetris, or maybe you're just not that good at it, frankly, you can join still. There's still room for you because, when I started hosting the Tetris mini event, I was really quite bad at Tetris. I never really played. But after hosting it maybe 5 or 6 times, I could beat some of our participants. So it's definitely a skill you can practice.
We love to hear that. After that, UT is going to be doing part 2 of that Chrome extension track, which I'm very happy to see. He's got a little bit of a break in there. So go and join him for the second part of that stream. And then what is our very last stream before our Today in Global Hack Week?
Yeah, so Ryan Lalo will be helping and hosting this Figma to Code workshop, which is our second of the Figma workshops at 11 a.m. Eastern, 9:30 p.m. IST, to further explore just Figma dev mode. And so if you didn't catch the first Figma workshop, or maybe you just wanted to review those some more, you can catch Figma to Code with Ryan Lalo.
And then we will start our very next day at our Today in Global Hack Week stream. This is at 12 p.m. Eastern time. We do these every single day during Global Hack Week, and they're for you to have a chance to go through the schedule, ask questions, hear some highlights from the day before. So this will start tomorrow at 12 p.m. and then every day after during Global Hack Week, you will see 2 different MLHers, 1 or 2 different MLHers on stream there. So it's a great place to go if you have questions. You can add all of those to your Google Calendar by using this link. I really recommend this, particularly if you're not in ET or IST, since I know those are the 2 we call out most frequently. You can see it all on your own calendar, so you don't have to worry about the time zones at all. And if you have some time to help us make Global Hack Week better, we are doing some additional surveying around the event and around each of our streams. So we really, really appreciate if you happen to have the time to take a minute, let us know what you're liking and what you're not liking so we can tailor these events even more to what you're looking for here. And on a more serious note, I do want to give a reminder of the MLH Code of Conduct. All MLH events are a safe space for everyone. Abuse and harassment is never tolerated. Thing I always like to remind folks at an online event is there's another person on the other side of the screen. So be kind, even something that you might not mean to make someone uncomfortable could. So I always ask folks refrain from commenting on anyone's physical appearance, just to avoid making anyone feel uncomfortable. If anything does happen that makes you uncomfortable, definitely reach out to us. We have an email right here and a phone number that you can call. And with that, I want to give a huge thank you to all of our partners who made it possible for us to run Global Hack Week completely free for all of you, and send you swag and all of that. We could not do it without them. And with that, I am actually going to leave Stephen here to do a Q&A, because I have to hop offline, but you will be in great hands with Stephen, and any questions that he doesn't have the answer to, he'll send over to me on Discord. So with that, Stephen, I will let you take it away.
All right. See you later, Mary.
Bye.
Have a good one. We'll start our party now.
Bye, y'all. Yes, y'all can party now.
All right, bye. But yeah, everybody, we're going to have a Q&A section. And just if you have a question, about Global Hack Week, please let me know. And I want to just call out some of these comments if it's okay with all of you. First from Tobor404. So we have to attend 5 live streams or 5 days for the swag. So actually, there's no requirement for attending 5 live streams for swag. But if you want extra swag, then you do have to complete those 5. So that's just to confirm for the extra swag. And then 404 said, would recommend adding the Global Hack Week calendar to your Google Calendar. Yeah, I think that's a great suggestion because your time zone might be different than the ones we advertise. So that's a great way to make sure that you never miss an event. And then Joro says, yeah, right. You've got to do the challenges mainly for swags, and I think 5 live streams will give extra swags, so you don't have to necessarily do that. But one of the things that Mary did mention is that if you're watching recordings or you are, doing some other form of participating that isn't really showing up in our system, you can message Mary to get those extra swags through the support tickets. And then another question about sign up for GitHub Student Pack. What if I'm not a student? So that's a great question. There are still quite a few resources that you can access through this Student Developer Pack, things you can download and content on there. But yeah, I think to sign up for the Student Developer Pack, you do need to be a teacher or a student. So yeah, just go to the GitHub website and check what kinds of resources you might be able to still get, because there's still quite a few resources that you can get. And then let's see, what else do we have here? Please tell me where I can get a list of the challenges and where to submit them. That's a great one too. Why don't we go into the Global Hack Week website for that one. So I just sent it in the chat, but it's ghw.mlh.io/challenges. So that's where you can find that list. All right. And then let's see if there's another question here. There must be some. Okay. Okay, where can I find the feature challenges? Same answer there. What will be the deadline for completing challenges? Good question. Those challenges, I believe, well, I wouldn't want to give you some false information here. But typically we give them every Thursday, some deadline. But the deadlines I think should be listed on the website. So yeah, you can check our challenges page to know some information like that. So yeah, and then you can see Thursday. That's typically our deadline, is that Thursday. And then let's see, is Swag limited by location? No. So anywhere that we can reach you by U.S. Post, and it includes, we can send to international locations too. So one of the common questions we get, is can we send international? And the answer is yes. I had no idea that we've sent Antarctica swag before. That's amazing, though. Okay. Oh yeah. So, Ritika, I think you won because I just picked your message. Just kind of one of the many messages to win a swag. So, just send a support ticket to us in Discord. And we can get you that. So just mention that you won the open ceremony swag. And then let's see what else we have here. Are the challenges based on the concepts being taught in class? Sometimes they can be. It depends. They're usually related to the concepts being taught. And oftentimes we can have some partner challenges. So there are some like that. There are also probably some that are not related to your streams. So go check out the challenges website for details. And let's see, where can I get a full agenda of the event? 404 already beat me to it here, but it's the Global Hack Week schedule page. So you go ghw.mlh.io/schedule. And another question from Amit about if we were to pick some projects, upload on our GitHub, and reference Global Hack Week as a source, would that be okay? For this type of question, I think you should actually just email or message our support tickets, because it might be kind of detailed to know exactly how to complete the challenge. And if you're wondering how to complete the challenge, our support tickets is a great way to know that and verify that. And then so let's see some of our more recent questions. About sign up for GitHub Student Pack. What if I'm not a student? As I mentioned before, you are going to need to be a student, unfortunately, but there are other resources on GitHub's website. And then let's see some other questions. I'm not sure. Or list of challenges. We did mention that one. It's on the Global Hack Week website. I'll post that one more time because it is so important. I just messaged in the chat that link. And the theme for the event is Cloud Week. So anything cloud technology. But as Mary mentioned, there will be lots of streams where it's not exactly on this theme. So yeah, definitely open if you want to learn something that's not related to cloud technology. And a question, is it day or night there? I'm not sure who this is directed to, but if it's directed to me, it's early morning here. But yeah. And then, okay. Someone says, I'm a bit of a noob at Hack. So can I be a part of this week? That's totally fine. Yeah. we have lots of beginners in our community, actually. And there's some streams like the Figma stream, GitHub stream, that I think will be really, really good for beginners. Even some of our AI related streams like the Snowflake one should be something you could do, especially if you study computer science at uni. That's going to be really good experience. And a question, where do I send address info for swag? So we have a central link for addresses. And it's called hackpack/address. And so I sent that in the chat for you. It seems like actually 44 is saying that if you tell GitHub that you're not a student, they can give you access, which I've never tried that before, but it's definitely worth a shot. And then here, a question. I am a little confused about sessions, how we can track it. So basically, you can track these on the schedule. They are available at ghw.mlh.io/schedule. So I'll paste that link in the chat for you. Good questions, everyone. Franklin says, I'm new here. Could you just help? How exactly should I go about it once in layman terms? So in layman terms, I guess I would just say, go to discord.mlh.io. That is so I just sent it in the chat. That is a way to get invited to our Discord. And I'm going to go back over this too, because there were some questions about Discord, I think. Sorry to just breeze so far through this, but join our server using this link, and then you'll have access to the following. So we have our channels, like our roles. So you're going to go to #channels and get your Global Hack Week hacker role, and then support tickets to get in touch with our team. So you can utilize support tickets on Discord to get that. And that's what I meant. Ruchika, if you want to get the prize, feel free to get that through the support ticket. And then let's see, another question. There must be. Do international people actually get swags delivered? Yes, we do. So you can be rest assured that we will try our best to reach you wherever you are. Is there a way we can track our points? I believe your points are tracked on your summary report that you receive through email every day. And that's a great way, but you can also open a support ticket on Discord to learn about your points. And then another question, could we use projects from GHW to apply to MLH? Yeah, sure. I'm assuming here you mean our fellowship program, which is the most common thing people apply to. If anyone's not familiar with that, we have a fellowship program, and I'll just put the link in the chat. But yeah, if you make a project that you're really proud of during Global Hack Week, of course you can use that in the future. And another question actually is about a MLH fellowship. Can you tell something about MLH fellowship? So like I said, we have this program for folks who want to learn about open source development, open source contributions, and it's called the MLH Fellowship. So feel free to join us for that. You can apply to that using fellowship.mlh.io. Another question. Okay, what is GitHub Student Pack? That's just a way to get some free resources from GitHub. It includes things like a Copilot, which is their AI coding assistant, and there's a whole community behind the student developers in GitHub. So it's just a good resource. And then let's see here. What if I get both the student developer pack from Figma and GitHub? Yeah, I guess that could be fine. It's really up to you, whatever you want to do for that. You can totally get both of them, and it's not going to interfere with each other. And then, will you add an event about cybersecurity? That's a great question, and probably a great question for our feedback form. So you might remember that we are collecting feedback about the event. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, mlh.link/GHW feedback. So definitely write that in if you're interested in seeing cybersecurity stuff. Yeah, and then oh, I just joined, says Priyanka. Is there a recording available to watch later? Yeah, so we will definitely have the recording later on YouTube. So just check that out on YouTube. I'll paste the link to our YouTube channel as well. Just reading and trying to see if there's anything else here. Will there be problems or obstacles in understanding concepts? So it really depends on your background and that stream, but we have some streams that are really designed for beginners, such as our GitHub workshop, and probably also our Figma workshop and Snowflake. They all mention good for beginners, so definitely check those out if this is your first Global Hack Week. And then if you already have a GitHub account, it's totally okay. You can still get Student Pack. So I'll just mention that here. And then Keisha Reddy says, "This is my first ever hackathon. I am not really sure how to proceed." So it's actually, this event we call it Global Hack Week because it has a lot more based on workshops than a hackathon would, where you might just be working on one project. So, but if you want to proceed with this Global Hack Week, definitely check our schedule. That's probably the first thing to do to learn how to proceed. So it's on our website at ghw.mlh.io/schedule. And then, okay, let's see here. Is there another question here? Just looking here. Okay, so do we have to check into all of the streams that you're talking about? Yeah, so you can, and it really helps us because it lets us know about who's attending. And what I mean by that is, are there 5 people attending? Are there 2 people attending? Or are there like 100 people attending, right? So, checking in is really important part of that process. So I'll post the link to check in for opening ceremony. I already did before, but I'll post it again. It's just a good way to practice because why not get credit for attending opening ceremony? And then where is the link to update challenges we did? I would ask support ticket if you have to update a challenge. Yeah, good question though. And then let's see here. Any advice as a new beginner? So this is really my advice is try to attend everything that you can, even if it seems like it's too advanced for your knowledge level. Just exposing yourself to these ideas and trying to really get a lot of new information is really going to be the best way to learn at Global Hack Week. And by the way, there's so many people in the chat, and it's live. So there's chatters, and there's also us at the streamers. We can help you learn. So yeah. let's see. What are all the domains I should add to my contact list for MLH? Oh, good question. Let me see where I get my MLH emails from. Because believe it or not, even we coaches can get an MLH email. I think the best domain would just be mlh.io. You can see it here, mlh.io. And if you just I think it's called whitelist, where you put it on your whitelist so that it always allows that domain. Good question, though. Then there's a question: will we have to post about the challenges in LinkedIn or X to get swags? I don't think that's usually part of it, but yeah, you're certainly welcome to post on LinkedIn or X or whatever social media you use about Global Hack Week. It's yeah, we would never we would never say no to that. And then another question here: where would I get the website for the challenges? So actually, I just posted that below your comment there, Silent. And then, apologies if I'm disturbing you. No worries. That's what the Q&A is for. Oh, it's for 404 actually. Okay, maybe 404 answered this question already. Oh yeah, good job. Very nice to answer that question already for the hacker. And so that's a good question. And then, let's see, are there any events on cybersecurity? I'm not sure if there are, but you could check our schedule to know that. Certainly for cloud, we will do a lot of security concepts. And I know in my streams, we will focus on some security concepts. So definitely. Okay. This is my first time attending Global Hack Week. What should I expect to have become by the end? So we want you to really just gain some new knowledge that will help you in your career or in your studies, in your life as a programmer. So by the end, hopefully you have some new skills and know about some new tools, which is really helpful. Because if you don't know about tools, you can't use them. So at the very least, we hope you learn some great new tools here. Is there any certificate or any kind of thing after we complete all the challenges? Actually, I know that we typically do not just automatically give this, but I think we can give certain times a certificate of participation. But it's actually not our policy, so I don't think we usually have that. But of course, you'll get the swag and mail from us, which will indicate that you participated. You could always ask through a support ticket if you need some specific requests. All right. Let's see if there's another one here. Oh, okay. Yes, I think 404 is talking about mentioning in the challenge for GitHub student. If you're not a student, the challenge will be completed. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay. Thank you for that clarification. All right. Let's see. Okay. Zenith asks, I'm new to this, so as far as the challenges mentioned, what can I expect? Should I be well versed in any programming language for that? So I'll tell you that my streams are going to be written in JavaScript mostly, some terminal commands in Linux, so command line interface. If all that sounds like mumbo jumbo to you, don't worry. We will get you up and running, up and working with that. So to answer your question, if you are versed in these programming languages, it's a great plus. But if not, it's okay. We can help you get started. And then another question from question not from the CW. I'm not sure what that is, but can you tell as your story how you became a hack member? So yeah, sure. I started out in high school going to hackathons. And ever since then, I wanted to organize a hackathon. So I tried to do that at my high school in New Jersey, in America. And then I just kept going along from there. Wanted to join with Major League Hacking because, this organization is one of the best, ways to get involved with the hacker community, especially where I'm located. And then it just kind of kept going from there, and yeah, I think hackathons are becoming even more useful now because with generative AI and all of these great tools, you can spin up a project really well, not so much time. It's more about your ideas and executing them. So yeah, that's I guess a little bit about my story. Yeah, so let's answer another question we have from Trey. How do we increase the chances to get selected for the fellowship? The golden question here. So I always tell people that some of the best things you can do are make sure you work on your essay. Make sure it's tells about your strengths and your and has some detail in it that might be actually based on your personal life, not just something generic. Another thing you can do, which is probably also equally important, if not more so, is submit a good code sample. So we really want to evaluate your code, actually more than your essay. But that's sort of an integral part of your application too. So make sure you submit your absolute best work. And what I mean by that is something that is really showing all of your skills in order to increase your chances. So great question there for Trey. Okay, it's got a lot of duplicate questions about challenges. There's no, I don't think we have a cloud provider of choice. And I think different streams might use different cloud providers. But that's a good question. Let's see if there's any other question. Okay, so here's a question about how to submit the challenges. So you can upload screenshots, but I don't think any restriction on the dimensions of the image. We need to be able to read that. A PDF of a screenshot is okay, I suppose. If you have trouble submitting, just send a support ticket and we can help you out with that. Yeah, and so here's another question. Where is the stream going to be recorded and uploaded? It's on YouTube. Our YouTube, I'll post a link to that in the chat. And someone asked, do you have LinkedIn? Yeah, I do. So from time to time, folks like to connect with me on LinkedIn, and I'm always happy to. So I just send mine in the chat if you would like to connect on LinkedIn. Okay. Do I need to complete all of the challenges? No, there's no need to. It's actually, frankly, probably a lot of work, although people do it, but it might be too much. So you just need to have whatever you're interested in. That's really the point of Global Hack Week. And the challenges are just there to push you and help you get your ideas flowing. What if I miss any session? Where can I watch those? And am I eligible to do challenges later? Yeah, absolutely. There's a deadline on Thursday for the challenges, so you can do them before the deadline. Let's see here. Any other questions? Can we create a team and do challenges together? That's a really interesting question. We used to do guilds, which is like teams of people doing challenges and winning points as part of a guild. I don't really think we do that anymore, but Yeah, if you want to submit that as some feedback to us, feel free to, because I think that could be really fun. But okay. Okay. Let's see here. If there are any other questions. A lot of these questions are duplicates or similar to things we've already answered. So that's if I didn't get to your question, I didn't highlight your question, it's not because I ignored it. I'm reading everybody's questions, but I think some of the questions are similar. Okay, here's one from Ruchika. So cloud computing coding is different from other coding. Yeah, so the main reason why it's different is because it's being done not on your local computer. So cloud computing lets you use some server that is hosted by usually a business, usually a company, who provides that server as a service to you. You can rent that. And there's also free tiers. So we're going to be using free tiers to access that in many of our streams. So, for example, in my stream, we're going to use the AWS free tier, which is the Amazon Web Service free tier. So, yeah, good question there. Okay. I'm on the challenges website right now. Where is the option to upload picture for them? If you have a question, like if you're really not, if it's not really clear how to submit the challenge, just open a support ticket. That would be great. Okay. If it's so I'm not sure what code sample you're referring to here, Aditya, but if you're talking about the fellowship advice I gave, it should be a whole project. Okay. Some other questions that I did not. Okay, so I don't see any that are here. But okay. Yeah. Oh, one last one I'll answer is the last question here from Prasad. Are we going to use virtual machines like Ubuntu? Yeah, in mine, you definitely will. We're going to actually have a workshop on virtual machines. So definitely take a look at our schedule to learn about that. Can you please send the link of the challenges website? Yes, I'll do that one more time. And then if anybody else has a further question, please send it to us through our support ticket system. That's a great way to get your answers and to your questions. Yeah, thank you all so much for joining. It was a great time. I'm so happy to do my first opening ceremony stream. And yeah, it's really fun to be here with all of you. So I'll see you next time. And yeah, keep it real, everybody.